declare himself the winner of this presidential election. Let me turn now to another guest who's been with us here all evening, our old friend Mike Massetti, former foreign editor of the PBS NewsHour, now an independent political analyst here in Washington. Mike, the Republicans came out of the 2012 election knowing that they were going into this election needing to win every single vote that Mitt Romney won, and then some. Donald Trump didn't win Mitt Romney's vote. How is he on the cusp of perhaps becoming America's next president?
In some aspects, he actually surpassed Mitt Romney's vote. In rural areas, for example, apparently even in the city of Philadelphia, he is running ahead of what Romney did. So what has been underestimated here is the potency of the white working class vote. And you may see this emerging yet in Wisconsin and Michigan and in Pennsylvania.
But the potency of the white working class vote at a time when Republican President George W. Bush didn't vote for him. We know Laura Bush didn't vote for him. We know John McCain didn't vote for him. We know Mitt Romney didn't vote for him. And yet he still seems to have found a way of pulling this off.
Because this is yet another election. We've been talking about Brexit all evening, where the opinions and the votes of the elite don't count as much as other opinions. When they crunch all the numbers, they will probably figure that Trump has won probably 90% of the normal Republican vote.
And I say, he looks like he's about to pull it off, but I mean, even if he doesn't pull it off, even if Hillary Clinton somehow now surpasses those odds that the New York Times and 538.com and the other websites are offering, this is still an astonishing showing by Donald Trump, a man who after this, presumably, even if he loses, isn't going to disappear from the scene.
Oh, absolutely. He has won whether he wins or loses. And this just shows the potency of the anti-globalization, the anti-trade, the rage of white voters all over the Western world.
So if you're in a capital city, in government, in the Asia-Pacific region, and you are watching all of this, what should you be thinking and what should you be bracing yourself for?
I would imagine at this point the leaders of all the countries in Asia outside of China are really reassessing where they stand in the world, where they stand with the United States, because Trump has made it pretty clear that he doesn't, he's not going to hew to old alliances unless people pay up, even though the Japanese are paying billions of dollars for taking care of the American defense establishment. So I think they're all looking into a really wild and unpredictable future.
Pretty good time to raise the issue of Russia. Donald Trump in the White House, Vladimir Putin in the Kremlin. What does that look like? I've
seen a few tweets on Twitter referring to this as the greatest Russian intelligence coup of 100 years. Putin has a friend in the White House. There's no question about it.
Mike Massetti, thanks very much. We'll come back to you in a second.